What are you trying to do when you do a bottom turn?
The bottom turn, the basic essence of a bottom turn is shifting your weight. You've just popped up to your feet, you're shifting your weight to the back of the board, and you're gonna hit that turn. You know, on a front side wave, that back leg, your foot's gonna be to the right-hand side of the stringer, you're gonna lean into it, and you're just gonna come out of that turn really fast. I mean, that's what's nice about surfing front side, is you have all your stability and control on the balls of your feet. The opposite if it's back, you know, if it's a backside turn where you've really got to lean in and your whole foot positioning is a little different because you're dealing with the back of your feet instead of the fronts of your feet. And it's a beautiful art to be able to go, you know, and surf both ways, to have a good style as a backside surfer, as well as to have a good style front side. There's two ways to turn a board backside. And you can do a flat-footed turn, which is a real power bottom turn, or you can do the drop knee turn. And in some instances, like Kevin Misk, his drop knee turn is a power bottom turn. I mean, Kevin Misk has the deepest bottom turn, the deepest drop knee bottom turn of anyone I know. And Kevin's drop knee bottom turn almost always leads into a big cutback. It's one smooth movement from that bottom turn into a big roundhouse cutback, and then he's ready for the wave. You don't always have to use force to turn a board. You look at David Kinoshita, and when David makes his turn, it's a real graceful finesse turn. You know, your bottom turn, drop knee or whatever will set up the rest of the wave. The drop knee turn is the most traditional way to turn a longboard. You're going to step back, you're going to hit a spot near the tail of your board, and usually that spot is to one side of the stringer, to the side of the stringer that you're going to turn. And you're going to come back, you're going to be on the ball of your foot, and what the drop knee is all about is transferring your weight, all of your weight onto that point on your foot, so that you can bring it back and sink the board. That's the drop knee turn.
To me, the cutback seems to be a turn executed with grace.
Grace is secondary in a cutback. When you're doing a cutback, it's to reposition yourself for the wave. You've gone ahead of the section, you're too far out in the green water, so you want to come back to where the wave's breaking and set up the next section. I really like a drop knee turn. I think getting back on it and really trying to bring the board all the way back around, that's the right way to do a cutback, you know, a regular foot surfer on a right-hand wave. Kenji got a wave. It was a really fast down the line wave, and you just watched him. He actually cut the board all the way back a complete change of direction cutback. And that's really the heart of good traditional longboarding, is a complete change of direction cutback. You look at Kevin Misk, and when he does his cutback, it's like a big, powerful bottom turn. You know, he's a goofy foot, he carves back down and just explodes into the whitewater and comes back around with it. That's the more powerful version of a backside cutback. When I'm doing a cutback, I have one of two concerns. I'm either the wave in front of me is going to be so small or so slow it doesn't count anymore. So my cutback is going to have a big event behind me. I'm going to cut back real hard and get back involved with the whitewater behind me. So if I'm going to get involved with the wave behind, my cutback, I'm watching it as I come back and I'm trying to get it back up in the face. If I'm more concerned with the wave in front of me and I think I've got a good section setting up, I'll cut back, but I'll be watching in front of me the whole time. I won't even look behind me. I'll keep an eye on that and bring my turn back around, setting up for that nose ride section or setting up for a little tube. That's what I'm thinking about. The CrossFit turn, I think, developed because somebody was walking back to do a drop knee and his feet didn't end up in the right place. And you ended up just doing the same turn, but with your feet crossed the wrong way. For the most part, when I do a CrossFit turn, I have stepped back to do a cutback, and just the way my feet ended up, the legs were a little bit crossed, and you just go with the weight and you go with the flow of a turn. It's an accident.
That's what it was.
It's an accident.
Snake in the belly, through tall grass crawls, and the man in the boat goes over the falls, and the man in the boat goes over the falls. Shadows fall within the forest. Night bird calls. The light within shall strike the wall, and the man in the boat goes over the falls, and the man in the boat goes over the falls. Take a take, take a two, the old black magic, a little old voodoo. Setting sun and silver stars, impaled by pine, big blue moon pours light upon a spinning ball, and the man in the boat goes over the falls, and the man in the boat goes over the falls.